Southern California Jurisdiction Master Counselor, Executive Officer, distinguished and honored guests, good evening.
Good evening.
I would first like to start by saying thank you for inviting me to speak on behalf of the members of California Rainbow. I would next like to congratulate you on a successful year, and I look forward to seeing the impact that the new Corps of Officers will make during this upcoming year. I would now like to introduce the grant officers who are with me today. If my grant officers would please stand. Caitlin Dawson, Grand Faith and Representative to Australia and the Orient Pacific, Fallbrook Assembly. Holly Winter, Member of the Grand Executive Committee, Dean of the Grand Cross of Color, and Representative to Connecticut and Rhode Island, San Fernando Valley Assembly. Rebecca Sperry, Grand Adder Observer and Representative to Oklahoma and Texas, Lemon Grove Assembly. Hannah Williams, Assistant Grand Editor of the Pot of Gold, San Fernando Valley Assembly. Annalise Sheppy, Grand Drill Leader and Representative to Arizona and New Mexico, Natoma Assembly. Beth Haas, Grand Chaplain and Representative to Bolivia, Unity Assembly. Raise your hand if you have ever been called by a nickname. I've been called Bella, Izzy, Iz, that short blonde girl. Everyone at one point or another has been called a name that wasn't exactly their own, but had something to do with who they are. Each member of the Guardians of the Galaxy has been described in a few different ways. They have been called Legendary Outlaws, Guardians of the Galaxy, Star Munch, Trash Panda, Tree. The list goes on. Now, this is what makes them all special, that they all have different strengths and abilities that they bring to the table. I mean, Rocket is always the one to concoct the crazy plan. Gamora has her superhuman strength and healing power, and no one can carry on a riveting conversation quite like Groot. Well, they all have these different abilities that make them stand out, and we too have our own qualities that set us apart. This year, California Rainbow is banding together to raise money for the Painted Turtle, our statewide grant service project. The Painted Turtle is a camp for children who have chronic medical conditions such as cerebral palsy, hemophilia, spina bifida, and so many more. The purpose is to give these amazing children the opportunity to have a camp experience that everyone deserves, free of charge. Now, this means that we have to work really hard, but together we are stronger. I'm sure you remember in the first movie when Drax the Destroyer tries to summon Ronan and tries to fight him on his own, right? Well, that does not go over very well. He completely fails. But later in the movie, at the end, he is able, with all of the help of the Guardians of the Galaxy, while they hold on to Peter Quill while he's holding the Infinity Stone, they are able together to finally defeat Ronan. Now, in a similar way, and hopefully without all of the space weapons, tasers, and epic battles, we too can all work together, using all the awesome individual strengths of our organizations. We too can create thriving Masonic youth orders that invest in our members and impact our communities, all through our shared commitment to service. Thank you.